How was your week? Did you have a good week? I had a pretty good week. Weeks are like that. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. This summer I had a pretty big birthday. I was thinking it was 65, but it's not. I turned 66. My kids at school think I'm 100 years old, but I thought I look pretty good for 100 years old. I was thinking about how things change, relationships change as you get older, how you listen to other people, how you deal with your mom and dad. So your mom and dad are getting older, right? And you kind of have to be there for them. And sometimes there's a little bit of memory loss and they forget stuff. So you have to tell them things over and over and they get mad at you because they already know what they're supposed to do. They just forget that they forget. So sometimes I have to tell them stuff. I remember when I had my kids and we talked about what to do, how to raise them. And my mom had her own ideas. And I had my own ideas. My mom was real good about it. She would listen to me and she'd say, Kath, you know what you're doing. You're being a good mom. And then I had my own. And they grew up and they had their own. And they have their own ways of doing things. How to teach them to eat food. How to sleep in a crib. What to wear when you're going to bed. It's different. It's always going to be different because life changes as your children grow up. Life changes. New ideas come out, new ways of dealing with things. So how do you deal with your elderly parents, of which I am one, without getting them feeling like they no longer know the right thing to do? I looked it up in the Bible about how to treat your parents. Exodus 20, verse 12. Honor your father and your mother, then you will live a long time. Ephesians 6, 1 through 3. Children, obey your parents the way the Lord wants. Psalm 71, 9. Do not reject me when I am old. Do not leave me when my strength is gone. And Isaiah 46, 4. Even when you're old, I will take care of you. Even when your hair has turned gray, I will take care of you. I made you and will take care of you. I will carry you and I will save you. 1 Timothy 5, 1 through 2. Do not speak angrily to an older man, but talk to him as if he were your father. Treat younger men like brothers and older women like mothers and younger women like sisters. Always treat them in a pure way. And Leviticus 19:32. Show respect to old people. Stand up when they come into the room and show respect to your God. I am the Lord. Here's the thing. The rules of life, the ideas of life, the things that we're supposed to do for our children, for our families, for anything, it changes. New information comes into play. They come up with new ideas. And a result of that is the stuff that I thought I knew how to do, the stuff that I thought I could pass on to others is no longer feasible, no longer something that people do. The stuff that my mom and my dad taught me has changed. The way that you teach has changed. The way that you drive a car or talk on a telephone. How to get information. When I was a kid, you got information from a book like a series of books. Now you get it from pushing a button on a computer. When I was a kid, you opened a map and you found the place you wanted to go and you followed it. Now you push a button. And as you get older, your brain works a little slower. You can't think as fast as you used to. So what is the point of this? The point is that when I talk to my mom and my dad and older people, I have to remember they grew up in a different time. Things were a little bit different. They didn't have phones you could take pictures with or walk outside with. That totally floored me the first time I saw that. When I was a kid, when I was a little kid, my grandmother could talk to other people on the phone. It was called a party line. Now they have that same thing, but it's called a conference call. Life changes, and it's scary. It's scary for the older people because they don't know how to do things, and it's scary for the younger people because they have to come up with how to do things themselves. I don't know. I know I'm feeling vulnerable. I know I'm feeling like I no longer can contribute, whether it's at work or in the family or at church. Used to be at church, you sang a hymn, there was a person playing the organ. Now there's a computer playing in the background. It's not a bad thing, and I have to get used to it. So I guess my job is a couple of things. The Bible says, treat the people who are older than you with respect and care. Keep in mind, they're not going to think the same as a younger person. That's one thing. I need to make sure that I treat my parents and the older people that I know with respect. And the other part is I need to remember that what I learned is becoming outdated, which doesn't mean it's bad. It just means they got more information. Makes it just a little bit harder to do my job, but I need to remember I can learn from other people, from younger people. I need to remember to respect the people that are older than me and understand that the people who are younger have a lot to contribute. I need to remember that regardless of the age of anyone I meet or talk to or are with, there needs to be respect. And just because I'm older and I don't always remember everything doesn't mean I don't have something left to give. It just means I have more things that I can learn. So this week, when you call your parents or you go over your grandmother's house, respect. Remember, they've been through a lot of years, and they do have stuff to know. And even if you don't think they do, pretend. And when you talk to younger people at your work or in your family, keep in mind, they do know a lot of stuff. They've had to learn a lot of stuff in their life, and they've got it. So I'm going to try to keep a good thought. and to be respectful no matter who I'm talking to or dealing with. There was a song, and it was, it's disappeared. Here it is. When I'm 64. And this is an old song. When I get older, losing my hair many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine, birthday greetings, bottle of wine? If I'd been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? You'll be older too, and if you say the word, I could stay with you. I could be handy mending a fuse when your lights have gone, or you can knit a sweater by the fireside. Sunday mornings, go for a ride. Doing the garden, digging the weeds, who could ask for more? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Every summer, we can rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight if it's not too dear. We shall scrimp and save, grandchildren on your knee. Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Send me a postcard, drop me a line stating point of view, indicate precisely what you mean to say. Yours sincerely, Wasting Away. Give me your answer. Fill in a form. Mine forevermore. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Yes. We still need each other. We're still going to be together. And we're going to look at things from other people's perspectives. And remember, we all have something to give, whether we're 64 or 24. So, when you see your grandmother or your mom, do me a favor, just tell them, I will do as you say, Mom. And when you talk to your grown children with their children, you say, what you are doing, you teach me, and I will do just what you say. We'll get through this. And we'll get through this with love together. I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week.